Good day to you. Today we are going to look at a common topic. Stop holding back. Holding back is an internal attitude that keeps you in a cage and cuts you off from your best prospects. I have said this before. God as a Father is very generous, and generously He has given good things. And what good things that He has given need to become a great and a good, perfect, complete gift. So you become a giver also when your gift is maturing and developing, and you increase in understanding that you are to become a benefactor. So that's how we marry, so that we give our best to our life partner. That's why we have children. We give our best to our life partner. It is more blessed to give than to get, is God axiom. That's how we will reach our best potential. So we begin to understand generosity is not only about money. Before that, there's a generosity without money. So what may you be holding back? Then we get on to why you might be holding back. So what is it that you might be holding back? Forgiveness. So we should be quick to forgive. In fact, not accumulate grudges, offense, indictment, put other people on the dock. You become prosecution. Automatically spouse gets on the dock to defend herself. Or we may do this to children. So we have to get off our demand mode in our speaking and in our moods. Otherwise, children quickly pick up on our demand mode. You should be doing this. You should have got better marks. You're always like this. So we begin to speak a demand mode, and children can't handle that. They have their own stresses, particularly at this time. So forgive fast and quickly without holding back. So many people begin to hold back because they have unresolved issues inside them that are holding them back. We need to understand this. Then we might be holding back appreciation, celebration, and we may say in ourselves, nobody approved me, I'm not going to approve anyone. I will rather disapprove with my words, with my moods, the way I make my face. Yes, even silence speaks, as we know. So we can get into silent mode when we want to disapprove. Then we might withhold a gratitude, a thank you. So become generous in your thank you, and for small things become generous. If you say, I need to get a bigger thing to be generous, you will never get there. Start being generous with words about what you have. Similarly, start being generous, at least give a 20 rupees away to a beggar who comes to your vehicle or when you meet someone. Then giving yourself in marriage. Some people hold back because of internal issues, liens, bonds, chains that are invisible. So don't hold back in your marriage. Then some people hold back in the area of the gift of physical sex. It's a God idea. It's a good idea. Of course, it's valid, legitimate only within the marital union. Then, are you holding back on kindness, acts? You have many things that you can be generous with. Visiting the sick, giving your time, listening to another person's grief is also generosity. Without jumping quickly to tell them how to get it right. Then we may hold back with measured words, measured smile. I won't touch him with the long end of a barge pole. We may have internal vows like that work against us. Then we may have a squinted eye, that you have a critical eye about anything, fault finding and exacting about your spouse or children or friends. Now we get on to why might we be holding back. We guard our fears, and our fears guard us. So here is a different mode of living. There is one who distributes and yet increases all the time. This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 24. And there is one who withholds what is justly due and yet results only in want. Two different lifestyles, one who distributes and gets prosperous, and one who holds back and yet becomes poor and in want, a lack mentality all the time. So it goes on to say, the generous man will be prosperous, and he who waters will himself be watered. And there's another very nice scripture in Isaiah 32:8. So issue is not about money. Issue is about I am generous with words, kindness, wherever I can pitch and help. So when God has given us generously, the generous giving by God our Father becomes, as we mature, a complete gift, and we become a giver. We become a benefactor, not a mere beneficiary grabbing all the time. So let me read this one, Isaiah 32:8. It's a very nice one. But the generous man devises generous plans, and by generous plans he stands secure. So it's a different lifestyle mindset of living. Now we want to look at why do we hold back? We guard our fears, and fears guard us. We felt deprived and we are hoarding unnecessarily. In Sinhala we say "Athamita molavagana," with clenched fist, grabbing and holding, holding so tight. I will not give what I didn't get. We may think honor, fair hearing, appreciation. I never got it, I am not going to give it. But we know it is more blessed to give than to get. Give me first before I give you. People may do this in marriage also. I will give when I have more than enough. That doesn't happen. The generous are generous with a cup of cold water or just with a cup of tea. So you practice generosity with what you have. Then when you have more, you can be quantitatively more generous when you are qualitatively generous at heart. Then some people say, I got sarcasm put down, I return in kind. I was isolated, I remain isolated. So why do we hold back? These are some things that work in us. We judge, and we have a list of who deserves and who doesn't deserve. And we have a scripture, Luke 6:37-38. What we give in kind, we get back in kind. The way we react, so we better be mindful of it. So let's start today and change our axioms, change the way we respond, and expect a good return. God is one for good returns. So this is how He does it. When His ways and our ways are not meeting together, He gives generous seeds, and He sends His water blessing from heaven to change our inward harvest. When we have thorns inside, we give thorns to others. He wants to change our inside harvest, how we feel about life, and then He helps us to become a giver, because it is more blessed to give than to receive. I hope this helps you. This, of course, needs a heart change, and the whole Psalm 23, the Psalm of the Good Shepherd, is about how much we get from Him. Bless the Lord, O my soul, all that is within me, praise His holy name. That is Psalm 103. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all His benefits. So all our memory is about benefits rather than misfits. And Psalm 23 goes like this: the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. When God, our good Father, is our shepherd, our thoughts are that I am not lacking. I am not expecting lack. I am not thinking with a lack mentality. I am not hoarding. I will distribute what I can. So this is a truism about the Good Shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I have no expectation of scarcity. He makes me to lie down in green pastures, and it's lush, and He leads me beside still waters, abundant fountains. So our talk, internal talk, is that He anoints my head with oil, my cup runs over. And if we read this psalm daily, we will learn like that. What we say becomes what we think. What we think becomes what we practice. And He furnishes my table, provides my table adequately, even in adverse times. So please do read Psalm 23. And I am Dr. Lalith Mendis. If you want any more clips on reason or science or spirituality, please drop me a WhatsApp to 0742 11 5011. If you are overseas, then the number should be +94 74 211 5011. You can also download my app, Golden Nuggets, free of charge, no cost, from App Store or Google. Thank you for listening. So let's change the way we hold back, and we can plan generously. Generous man plans generous plans, and he will do generously. By it, he will be secure. May that be the axiom of your life. Thank you for listening.